Hey everybody, and welcome back to UMRV. We are still harvesting. So I got with me today Spectre, and DoughBoy might come in. He's been out on the road quite a bit, so right now he's showing offline, so he might show up here at some point. But we're just here harvesting corn again. Hey Anthony, hey Kiwi. You were asking about the big 16x German map. That'll come out on Tuesday. And I thought it was, if I were to play a ginormous map in multiplayer, that would be my option over the other ginormous 16x maps that I've seen. Because it has production and it has, for its size, a fair amount of detail. And it has like 4 trains. And one of them goes almost, circumnavigates almost the entire map.
And I'm currently playing it single player.
So what do you think of it?
I liked it, but I can't figure out all the inputs at the production. I haven't even tried that yet. I've just pulled crop off of a bunch of fields and kind of dropped into these various spots and called up Google Translate.
Yeah, it would take a it would take a fair bit if you were to translate the map so that it would be a lot easier to use. That would take probably a good day of work to get in and make the texture changes on all the screens and make all the text changes in the XMLs. But it's definitely well worth it. So you're not like, what is that again?
Well, one of the things that I tend to find annoying is a lot of the terms that FarmSim uses is very, very specific. So, for instance, when you go to the board pallet production facility, on most maps that takes logs and some form of fuel, whether it be straw or wood chips or something along those lines.
Or petrol.
On this particular map, and you translate the German, it just says fuel. So now you got to figure out and see if it'll take straw, see if it'll take wood chips, or see if it wants, diesel or whatever.
Right. Now,
And then on the one facility, I can't find the trigger. I got to go back in and put developer mode on and find out where the triggers are and stuff. But other than that, it's cool.
yeah, if you opened it in the editor, then you could navigate around and you could see what the trigger wanted. Or if you could figure out where it was in the XML, you could look at the XML to see what trigger, exactly what fuel meant. Like if it's if it's like the board thing, fuel could be straw, it could be wood chips, it could be wool.
Diesel, it could be biofuel, it could be wool, it could be
right.
Could be all of them, or it could be only one, or.
But
Hey,
the
farmer
problem
boy.
with editing it is you need a powerful computer so you can open it up in GE.
Yeah.
She doesn't really like me.
It's not super obvious how to use it.
So I kind of just jumped in on this field without warning. What did you have planned for today? Anything?
Harvest.
Just don't matter, huh?
Okay.
Yeah. Might as well do 26 that other sliver of field. Straight ahead. It's corn too, I think.
Oh, Klein, did you see what Delta had for breakfast this morning?
No.
After your stream, go and look at his food channel and have a look at what he had for breakfast this morning.
Why don't you just tell me?
He had, like, I don't know what it was. It looked like an omelette, but I could be wrong. And it had, I don't know what it had in it, but it looked so good.
Are you jealous at his cooking skills?
Come on, Delta, what was in it? It looked like egg and tomato from what I can see.
What is he, a cooking talent or something?
Yeah, he has a cooking channel.
He just likes to show off this fancy French food he cooks.
Is that what he does for a living, or what?
You could say he's in the food industry.
Here you go. Eggs, cheese, green peppers, hot Thai chili, and some bacon.
That was fun.
So if you turn the engine off, your brakes don't work anymore.
You now stuck, Spectre.
I'll get him.
I was gonna get stuck anyway.
I cut the engine off, and then I was coasting, and then when I started coasting, I didn't have any power to brake.
You're stuck too. Oh no. See, Delta, I'm not the only one that gets stuck on maps.
Delta got stuck today enough times. There we go.
Klein's wrecking service.
But he did buy me a pony.
So now you're a pig on a pony? What?
The pig has a friend, whose name is Friend. He said egg, cheese, green peppers, hot Thai chili, and bacon. Every time he shows a picture of bacon, I just scream at his channel that he killed me. Oh no, you killed me!
All that in the burrito, huh?
And like a reptile thing. And it was all toasted. It looked really, really nice.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
It looks nice, doesn't it, Spectre?
Yes, it does.
Well, I know
Have you heard any more about this guy's new map?
Nothing. Nothing. I check I check the Facebook every couple weeks, and there's not been a post that I can tell since like late November.
Which guy? The author of UMRV?
Yeah.
Yeah, DM modding or something.
Yeah, there was a video out a while ago about something that they were working on, like a preview, sneak peek thing.
Yeah, it's like they dropped off the face of the earth, which, you know, people got family and stuff, so it's no big deal. It's just odd that you'd go 4 months with no information. When there for a while, they were pretty regular with stuff and doing streams, and he was doing some like map class stuff, map tutorials, and
This is a group of guys, though, right? It's not just a single person.
yeah, it's a group.
The last video was 2 months ago.
Because, like, somehow, like these cows that are on the screen now, over at the sheep area, not the ones that are in the pen, but the ones that are in the grass area, they only show up if you own cows at the cow farm. Okay? So they're somehow associated with the cows at the cow farm. But, you know, and I guess one of the big limitations with the way they do animals is you can only have one nav mesh or something per animal. So, you know, if that's the case, then how do we have cows showing up over here and also over at the cow farm? You know, Hoff Bergman has the thing where there's cows in two places, but somehow they teleport or go through a magical magical hole to get to the other one. There we go. Oh shoot, you're full. Wait, hold on.
What are you saying wrong about Mr. Delta? Ah, okay. Apparently they use a script fine.
I don't know. I never tore the map open.
What Delta just did, they use a script.
He can come in here and chat if he wants to. Unless he'd rather talk anonymously. Maybe he's trying to not work at work.
Yeah.
In his food industry job.
Thank you.
No, it's not. Not anymore. Robert Boyer is no longer. Is no longer underground. It was originally, but I don't know what reason they changed all that.
I was watching Landy's Hoff Bergman today, and I haven't really looked at the reloaded map, but the portion of the map that he was on, I don't remember looking at all like that in the Hoff Bergman that I did a video on.
Yeah.
Because the chickens look completely different.
Okay, so basically in the reloaded version of it, he basically done a chicken area which you actually have to buy. And there's the original farm chickens, and then where he was today, where Landy Kid was today, is a chicken farm that you actually have to buy, and you can box up the chickens. And box up the eggs.
What was I looking for the other day? And the answer was in the Hoff Bergman vehicle pack. I don't remember.
The Flegel,
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Palatizer.
Colonizer. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I needed to ask you. Have you noticed with that,
Big lag.
that's
Big lag
actual,
issues with
yeah. So it's
Yes.
just not me then.
Nope, not you. In fact, it was so bad I gave up.
It does. It goes back to normal. Once you pick up the pallets or bales, I've noticed.
When I used it a long time ago, occasionally it would start spewing Lua errors. Like if you pulled up the console, you would see Lua errors just constantly scrolling. But if you like got out of the thing or tabbed around a little bit, it would stop. And then you could come back into it, and then it would be fine. But of course, I think it's been modified or reworked several times since I had it, because I haven't used it for quite a number of months. Anthony.
Do you want to answer that question? Klein?
Yeah. And then I'm going to go to voice activity so y'all can hear me. Rockhound is either insanely busy at work. He's an auto glass technician, and they have periods of time when he gets really busy, and or he is focusing hot and heavy on his new map. And if you've ever been, I'm not creative at all, but I know creative types, and when they get their creativity rolling and they get ideas, it's best that they just work on them, because you never know when your ideas are just going to fizzle out. So he's been hot and heavy and working on his new map for the last several weeks. He did come in last week, I think, and worked with us for a little bit.
I was speaking to him on Monday afternoon, my time, which was Sunday night, your guys' time. And he's got 16 factories up and running so far.
Yep.
On his new map.
Yep, he told me that the other day. I've seen sneak peek screenshots and videos of certain stuff, and for anyone that's going to play his new map, when he gets done, you're going to be in for a lot of treats, because he's got a lot of completely custom, handmade, or homemade stuff as far as production goes. So it'll be right up your alley there, Spectre.
Is it better, in your opinion, then? Is it better than his last map he did?
I've not seen enough of the actual physical part of the map.
Yeah.
But I can tell you that the Serenity Valley 2 Rise of Industry, he just basically took the Savapa aggro stuff, however you want to pronounce it. He basically took those placeables and just put them around and just decorated them all up and made them look absolutely fabulous. He had one building in there that he made from scratch, and that was the barn grill.
Yep.
And this one, he's taken that skill and he's made several industries from scratch that are custom. Thank you, Delta Bravo. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you for the... I'll go buy myself some pig food. So he's got several factories. I don't want to give any clues or any spoilers away, because he wants to keep that real quiet. But there's some unique things that have not been seen before on maps, for sure. And I'm sure he's bringing in some other things that are, factory placeables and things also. But there's a lot of production that is completely custom and completely Rockhound manufactured.
Is that for the competition that FSUK is running?
I don't think so. He's never mentioned. I don't think he's ever mentioned to me that he was looking at that. He's been working on this for several months before that was even announced.
Yeah.
Then he kind of took a break. Maybe because he just didn't have the creativity going, didn't have any ideas. Hey, Chris. But I know he wants to get it out before 19, and of course, you know, there is a projected deadline of, I guess, October for 19. Landy Kid mentioned today, I think, that something about or maybe it was Bullet Bill mentioned something about a press embargo being lifted this week. So should hopefully hear more about 19 starting in a week or two.
Yeah, but there's already been a big hint for if it's 19, horses are definitely coming. It's been confirmed by Lissatane, who is the community manager. There's also been a confirmation, or not confirmation, but a rumor which has kind of been confirmed, that there's a new graphics engine coming for FS19 as well on a FSU FS Alice info page from France.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait a week or two, and we'll probably get all kinds of information.
The big thing I'm waiting for is system specs.
Well, it's got to work on console, so it can't be that demanding.
Basically, I've heard whispers that it might be DX11 or DX12 they're going up to.
Well, that would be nice. I don't know if I guess Xbox One and PS4 can do DX12. I don't know.
If not, I'll probably straight DX11.
Because you yourself have constantly harking on how Farm Sim is primarily arcade. So, and the console is their biggest market. So, it's obviously got to run well on console.
Yeah.
And if that means that PC graphics end up suffering because it's got to work on console, then I guess that's what's going to happen.
And that's the advantage that Crops has got, is they are not aiming for, even though they've said in their page.
Thank you, Jose, for the sub.
Going back to what I was saying, that's a big drawback that Farm Sim has, is they have got the console market and stuff has to suffer. Like, we can have PC players can have whatever we want. It's the PC, I mean the console players that make us suffer. Like, we've got some stuff that the Xbox One and PS4 players don't have, like scripts.
Like this awesome POW truck.
Yeah. And I think those silo, correct me if I'm wrong, those silo displays are PC only, aren't they?
I don't know. Someone would have to look in the mod hub. I'm coming to get you.
They don't have any scripts. So I'm looking at the PS4. The mod that they got today was the multi-bucket from Peter J.
And maybe 19 will bring better mod support to consoles.
Thank you, sir.
As kind of an evolution to, I'm just going to leave it back here.
I'm just going to finish this up, and
yeah, I'm going
to be needed back here anymore.
Well, I'm going to finish the front. That won't take long. So maybe they get better mod support for consoles. Maybe they will be able to run certain scripts. Yeah, like follow me. Follow me, I think would be awesome on console, but they can't do it, right?
Yeah. Basically, the thing that the basically the problem with console the console market is Sony and Microsoft are very scared, and I'm going to use the word scared because that's the truth. They're scared of what scripts can do, and they're scared that it might go into the back end of the PS4 and the Xbox One. That's why consoles cannot currently have scripts.
Well, so last summer, I'm a big audiobook listener. And last summer I listened to a book called Console Wars, which was all about the Nintendo and Sega console war of the 90s. And it gives you a really good insight into kind of the mindset of console people. And I think based on reading that book, I think what they're most concerned about is the player's experience. Okay, I don't think they're really concerned about some script going in the back end and doing something to their console at the hardware level. What they're concerned with is that the players have a good, consistent experience. Hey, Polar Bear, with their console and with the games, because what they're concerned with is if you buy a game and it plays like junk, it crashes and everything, you're not going to blame the game, you're going to blame the console because it's the console that's broken. So, you know, games go through really stringent testing and coding standards and everything. And like, you know, with that book, the big difference was Nintendo was heavily sanctioned and heavily controlling everything. So, like game developers had to buy their game cartridge from Nintendo to put their game ROM on. You know, Nintendo controlled every aspect of distribution, every aspect of the supply channel, and everything. Yeah. Whereas Sega was a lot more open, and you know, they were far less controlling. So, for a game developer, they to some degree prefer to develop for Sega than Nintendo. But at the same time, that kind of led to some problems with Sega in the end because of that openness. They kind of had issues with game quality, and you know, there were lots of instances of questionable material in a console game. You know, like with respect to there was a game that basically had you running around protecting a bunch of girls that were like having a sleepover from like, you know, intruders or whatever. So in some degree, that type of openness is where game ratings came from. So you can almost thank Sega for the game rating industry. But you know, so that book really gave me some good insight as to kind of the mindset of console people. It's all about the game experience and wanting to control the game experience for their players. And that's why, you know, it's hard to get things that add elements to the game to console because, you know, Sony and Microsoft are concerned about the experience. And that's why it was like a huge win when something like Seasons showed up. Hey, Pony, the FK friend. Wonder who that could be. Pony the FK friend. Sounds like a Delta Bravo thing to me. Hope you've been feeding you.
So you gonna sell us corn or you gonna store it?
We're gonna store it.
Hey, Spectre, could you come around on the other side?
No, that's a giant ditch.
Uh,
Did you clear out this area?
Yeah, the back's done.
All right. Now we have FK the Lonely Pig.
I think someone's bored.
I think he is.
Did you say he was at work?
Oh, he's not at work, he's just busy.
Busy trolling us.
So, are you going to use that mod, Pharmer-Klein?
What mod?
The water for seasons.
Probably not. I've yet to have a hard winter on any map that I've played. Midtown, I didn't have a single day of frozen ground. Churn had a couple days of 1 layer of snow. Even when I did the single player challenge with Old Guy Farmer, I never really had that much snow for the 3 game years that I played. I'm kind of waiting for a big, heavy winter, but never happened for me.
It does happen. Geez, you've got a lot of corn.
That's what we grow in this area of the country. Corn and beans.
Beans on vines or...
Soybeans.
Ah, soybeans, sorry.
Yeah, I've never seen a field of sunflowers out here.
I've never seen a field of sunflowers ever. I've only seen sunflowers grow in people's gardens.
I bet that'd be pretty cool, though. I remember our neighbors had a couple of sunflower plants. Those things were huge, man. They were like 9 feet tall.
Yeah, they are pretty big. Let's see here. Chris says I started on FS15 on Xbox 360 and soon after went to my PC and will never go back. Got me the most on console was being slotted. Oh yeah, so yeah, that you got the slot thing too.
Yeah, that is another disadvantage of console, as you are slotted where
and a bale limit. They can only have like 200 bales or something. I think that also deals with, you know, performance. And I think, you know, like different mods take up different amount of slots. You know, different mods have different file size. Like apparently the Big M takes up some huge number of slots. 'Cause I like to watch some of Mr. Sealy P's videos, because he's a console player, and sometimes you can see, you know, different ways of doing things because of console players. But they're always talking about, when they review a mod, they're always talking about the number of slots. Because it's that, you know, it's that ever-present thing that they got to worry about. Now, I think it would be cool is if console and PC players could multiplay together. You know, if you were on a map that console had access to, and it was the same map, so if it was Gullcrest Valley, that console and PC could multiplay together. But my understanding is it's segregated, so PC to PC multiplayer and console to console, or it may even be PS4 to PS4 only. I don't know.
So I'm wondering if the seasons would be quite a big slot taker as well then.
I don't know how many slots that takes. Sure, it takes some. Hey Kurt, how are you doing? Thank you. So what's that? What was that? Sun Coast Valley, Sun Valley? What was that map that came out last week?
Sunset. Hold on, I'll tell you in a second.
Oh, you don't need to call me sir.
Sunshine Valley Farm for something on my show too.
Yeah, alright. That'll be the video tomorrow.
That's one that I might actually watch. Because I've heard mixed. Watching the PS4 guy, it doesn't look like a bad map.
I thought it was a fine map, but I thought it was not so well resourced of the land. There's an insane amount of just grass areas. That,
yeah, there are.
You know, and he even alluded to it during his video, because like I said, I don't watch other people's map videos before I do mine. And then I watched his video after I recorded mine, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like we did the exact same video. Because we made lots of the exact same comments. You know, there's lots of areas where he's got this huge areas of grass that easily could have just been another field. But of course, you can make it your own field and you're done with it. I really like the road structure because it winds around all kinds of things. But it's pretty easy to pick out maps that he does because there's lots of design elements that are very common amongst all of his other maps. At least like American Outback and this one and Mustang Valley and
Rattlesnake Valley.
yeah, that one. Hey Mark, what's up? Hey Simulator Addict.
Yo, ma.
The harvesting is coming along slow but steady.
What do you mean? We did 3 fields today so far.
They're little baby fields. Let's take a look.
3 nonetheless.
So there's what we got left. Couple down here, this whole side. These up here. Couple over there. We've been focusing on corn.
Corn, and more corn.
Might as well, we got the corn header. Thank goodness it's not a 16x map. Did you see Mark bought me a friend on Ratlin?
I thought it was Delta.
That's what I meant. I was meaning to Mark, did you see Delta bought me a friend? Then he had a horrible time getting it back because of his truck kept bottoming out on the ramps. Ah, just enough. Just enough capacity to get that one done. Yeah, I've got a map video that I'm about to put together. I thought about, instead of getting the gator, I thought about getting the pony and riding it around. Because it's kind of a mountainous map. I thought that would be pretty fun. What do y'all think? Should the next map video I do should I ride the horse instead of the gator?
How long do you want the videos to be?
It's a small map. I don't know, how fast does the horse go?
I bet you can run faster with Speed Player.
You know I don't use that.
Since when on snow do you walk on it? There's actually sound on the snow.
Since the first time there was snow.
With the snow is on Gold Creek. Hey, Mark, you might be able to help me with this. Is there a limit on how many layers of snow you can have? Okay, thanks, Mark.
Alright, what field did you go to?
I'm heading to 21.
Alright, I'm gonna bring the overloader and then I'm gonna go empty this trailer.
Actually, we can do 32 as well.
Alright, well, you heard it here. The map that's going to come out next Thursday will be a pony ride exploration map. And I guess I'll use head tracking because I can look around with the on the horse.
Is that the next toy I'm going to have to get, is head tracking?
No, you don't have to get it.
You guys all play with that, it seems.
It's fun. But you don't drive, you don't farm first person. You only do third person stuff.
Yeah, but once I have the wheel, I think that's probably going to change.
That's pretty cool.
What?
I'm plowing a field and there's still snow on the ground.
It's not frozen.
No, I just wanted to see where the snow texture was. Oh, the snow disappeared.
Yeah, you're plowing the snow under.
I almost DNA'd you there.
You'll see the overloader out there.
Yeah, I see it, thanks.
I'm really excited about the FSUK map contest. I guess the mod contest, the map category. I think the deadline is the end of the month for submissions.
You would be correct in saying that.
But I don't suspect we'll actually see any of them until probably the end of March. Because I've got to go through testing and judging and all of that. I don't know if he's accepted the position, but I know a certain, not me, a certain other YouTuber was asked to be a judge for that contest. I don't know if he accepted it, or I don't know if he wants anybody knowing about it. So I won't give you the name.
Did you see the video that Eustace Pharmer posted with him meeting Grizzly Bear Sims?
I did. I pictured Eustace a bit older.
So did I. Didn't picture a big guy with tattoos all over either.
I knew he had tattoos because he posted a video over the summer of some community farm project, and he was holding the camera like at chest level, and you would see these arms extending out, like looking at the fruit, and you could see his tattoos on his arms. I put a comment once. I'm like, who would have thunk that that you were a covered in ink? Made some wisecrack at it. But I had thought that at one point in time I had heard Grizzly Bear Sims mention that he was something like that he was like 6'5" or something in height. And then with that picture, I'm like, this just must be a freaking giant.
Right.
Because Grizzly Bear Sims looks like a little guy. There we go. Oh, here it is. Oh, did it stop unloading because I got out? No. This one's been doing that. It did it to me last week.
We got another full silo over there.
No, it unloads for a little bit and then stops. It's like it shifts. Like it moves. I can see it shifting. I'm probably not on land quite right. Well, that silo's full. Yeah, now I do have a full silo. Love these silo mods. Uh-oh.
The menu mods that we used last week?
Yeah. I put one on Midtown. I should have put two in. Just so I could not have to hit escape all the time to see what I had in the silo. On Midtown, you also have a hayloft on the farm for loose material. have been. I think I had the wheels off the ground a little bit. I mentioned something about to GTX about chickens the other day, and he told me to get out of his head because he was he's got a mod uploaded to Giants right now that does something with chickens.
Have you seen pictures of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks quite nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna extend chickens quite well. There we go.
Are you going to miss this?
Miss the map?
Yeah, once you finish this map, are you going to miss it?
No. There aren't too many maps I miss.
How long have you been playing this map for? All up? You must be coming up to 3 months or longer.
Jeez, seriously? I don't know. You have to look at the playlist.
Hey, Mad.
Seems like a long time, and I wasn't playing with you when you started the map.
It's been a while. But it's only been, you know, 2 nights a week. So it's only been maybe 5 hours a week. Let me check the server. Server has 153
August.
game hours on it.
You started this map back in August of last year.
Okay.
And it's now February.
Yep.
So September, October, November.
And
It's been 6 months. Chris, keep your eye on Giants Mod Hub.
what's he asking?
He's saying I miss having to feed him woolly chickens like on FS15 mod map.
Yep.
Keep your eye on Giants Mod Hub.
It was in testing earlier this week. It's not in the testing thread anymore, but
Yeah, I spoke to GGX. Yep. Keep your eye on Giants Mod Hub. Oh, can I? I'll message him about something, and I'll see if I'm allowed to do it.
there we go. Did you fill up the overloader? No, it's still...
Not yet.
I'm almost empty.
Do you know there's an actual name, Klein?
No.
Isn't it enhanced chickens?
I don't remember. I know it was in the testing thread like on Monday. Then by the Tuesday update it was gone. But I asked GTX, I said, does it show pending release or does it show, did it kick it back? And basically said neither. And that the that forum thread isn't always accurate, which I knew is not always accurate.
That's why he said to me yesterday when Robert Berto was streaming.
So it's
It's publicly known because Vanquish did a video on it. But I'm just saying whether I can share that link to that video or not.
I haven't watched the video. I know GTX sent me a link to the video, but I never watched it. Is it published or is it just linked? You go to his site, his channel, do you see it listed or is it just a link?
It's actually a link, and it's public. So, are you okay if I put it in?
If it's posted and it's public, yeah, I don't care.
Yes, it is. It was published on the February 12th.
Okay.
So, so you're okay with me sharing it, GTX then?
Oh, there he is. Why don't you link to Facebook? Do you have LS Mod Company Facebook page?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't even know they had a Facebook page. GTX, can you flick me a link so I can go like the Facebook page, please? You know how to get a hold of me.
Somebody's been given powers. Oh, this is where I left the stuff in the middle of the road. Oh, you know, this is the field. This is the field where we had our corn planter problems, isn't it? And hopefully I muted when I did that giant sneeze, everybody.
What corn planter problems?
You remember when me and Rockhound had the big corn planter problems?
Oh, are you saying there might be a corn planter on the side of the road somewhere?
No, this is the field where I accidentally unhooked the corn planter while it was open. And the hitch went way up in the air, and it took us like a half hour to finally get hooked back up to it.
Yeah.
This is the field.
Okay.
Alright. Where's the overloader at? That's down there.
All the way to the corner.
Alright, now I'm going to get the harvester. There you go. You got lots of options now. But you basically got viable chickens. You got to feed your chickens, and they obviously produce eggs, and they may even produce chickens. I don't remember.
I just got this page isn't available.
Yeah, same here. I'm just wondering whether it's only available for Germany.
For the Facebook?
Yeah.
There we go. We were kind of stuck. Now, were chickens a thing in standard Farm Sim 15, or was that just a mod add-on chickens? Oh, okay. So, but did you have to feed them, or did they just exist? I've heard people talk about how they dumbed chickens down in 17. My only real experience with 15 was watching Bipolar Prophet do his old Ridge videos, where I guess he had beef and pigs and stuff. But I understand they were add-ons too, right? There goes Spectre carting his own grain.
Hey, you got to multitask.
I thought he would just dump it up here at the truck.
That would mean I would have to drive in reverse. Can't do that much multitasking.
Oh, okay. Maybe next week when you have pedals and wheels.
There's no guarantee it'll be here next week, but it would be nice. So do you remember when the Logitech buyout of SATEC was?
No. I think it might have been like a year ago. Oh.
I was coming to get you.
Oh, that's okay. You can leave it up there for you, and I'll work the lower part.
I'm already down here back in the corner. I'll get this back half here.
There he goes, walking through the cornfield. So I saw Simulation for the Nation did a mod review of some old harvester that showed up in the mod hub a couple of days ago, and that thing looked pretty awesome.
The force shit or whatever, the force fight, whatever. I can't say it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's one of Mark's favorite harvesters because it's old and grimy and beat up. But yeah, it had all kinds of panels that you could open up. Had all kinds of animations on the belts and the pulleys. The actual cutter bar on the header actually cycled back and forth. There were individually modeled teeth blades on the cutter bar. I mean, it was some pretty good detail and everything for a beat-up harvester. There's a lot of love and work went into modeling a beat-up harvester. Looked really cool.
Yeah, I saw that. Pretty neat. I was asking about the Logitech Saytech buyout because everybody says don't buy the Saytech wheel. So I waited and ordered myself a Logitech, and then one of the other YouTubers posted a video of the Logitech version, and it's the same damn thing. It even says Saytech on the wheel.
Wow. But the innards might be better.
We'll find out.
You will. I think it's got like a centering spring. You turn it and it bounces back. Yeah, I think the big value is in that side controller. I know lots of people have the little side controller. I'll have to check that out, Tiger Man. The map that I guess was the video yesterday, apparently it was a Farm Sim 11 map, and has been brought into 17. Yeah, those G29s and G27s, they're just so darn expensive. I mean, I've got a Thrustmaster T150 that I got maybe a year, probably got a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago now at this point. And I think it was like 150 when I got it. I think those Logitechs are like $300, $400. That's pretty. And yeah, they come with a shifter and everything, but still, that's pretty rich. Yeah, no, you know, in the racing side of things, you know, there's far more expensive wheels out there than the Logitechs. They make the Logitechs look cheap, but you know, for the casual, you know, driving based gamer, the Logitech seems to be a pretty high curve. Hey, Keith Cat, how are you doing? GTX says Logitech owns SciTech since early to mid 2016. 2 years. Yeah, you got the mini multiple Fanatec wheels. You've got the Thrustmaster's got a higher end wheel than this T150. Got a couple higher end wheels. Then you've got the super high end stuff in the AccuForce, and then there's some super high end wheels that are like a couple $1,000 that are what are called direct drive wheels, where basically you are steering a servo motor, and if you're not careful, it could literally rip your arm off.
Man, I'm the crop killer today.
Oh, are you driving through a bunch of crop? I didn't do any of that this so far yet.
Not any that you'll admit to, anyway.
Hey, I don't have to admit to it. It's on camera.
I'm watching your stream. Don't worry.
Or, you know.
I usually don't, but I got it up. I mean, I usually don't watch while we play, but
I know you watched the video today because you said that power washer was a mighty fine mod. You used it?
no, I think my comment was it was just what I was waiting for.
Oh. Yeah, well, I told you about it weeks ago. Well,
Yeah, I know.
Well, you've been playing with it since then.
I know. I'm just trying to add a little interest.
Oh, I'm killing crop. Look at that. Look at that. I was trying to be all artsy with my camera angles, and I just destroyed some crop.
Just trying to generate some comments for your video, that's all.
Oh. Hey, Mad Skipman. When I see the front of this Kenworth, I think about that that evil truck on Knight Rider. What was that truck's called? Remember?
No, I don't. Was the Stephen King movie where the trucks take over and come to life, was that a cab over? I don't remember.
I don't know that movie.
Can't remember what it was called.
My T150 is a PlayStation wheel, Keith Cat, and the buttons work. You just have to install the. I mean, it's part of the drivers. And in FarmSim, I can go in and I can map these buttons to do things. There is no word on V3. This is V2.1. We were talking about that earlier. The UMRV Facebook page has been pretty silent since November, as best I can tell. Alright, see you later, old man. 102. Yeah, I saw that he had posted pictures of I guess it was supposed to be a Tennessee map. But like I said, I haven't seen anything come out of there since November. I'm not a Facebook user, so I don't know if he's responding to questions or how you question or whatever. To go send messages. Simulator Addict says it's the Maximum Overdrive is the movie you're talking about. I got GPS if you want to grab it.
Alright, I got it. Let me just finish this row.
Okay, I've got some information here. 11 weeks ago, he has said in a comment response to someone, it's planned for V3. This is mostly a one-man project, so if you like it so much, I wouldn't be opposed to you accomplishing it. So by the sounds of it, he's the only one that works on it.
"11 weeks ago, that's like 3 months.
Yeah, that's the last time. That's the last time I see any sort of comments from him. That's the last time he kind of said something. Oh, sorry, 9 weeks ago. Field dimension. So yeah, about 3 months ago he was last active. Because there's been no post since November. 22nd of November was the last time he said anything.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm actually on his Facebook page at the moment.
I knew the last I saw he was working on field definitions. You know, so that there could be viable fields and not everything owned by you.
Yeah.
It's getting dark quick.
8 o'clock already.
It is. I was thinking a little earlier that maybe we could work until it got dark, and then we'd fast forward the day and then just stop. But
8 o'clock in mid-autumn. That's not that outlandish.
we got another half-hour stream yet, so I guess we're gonna be fast. We're gonna skip night.
And then feed the animals.
They should be good.
Okay.
It's red up there because they got low health. They're only at 57%.
I didn't even notice that until you said something, Klein.
But that's because we still have seasons 1.3.0. And that's the one that's got the bug where if you buy your animals with that version of seasons, they start with a health of like 1%. So you're supposed to buy one, sell it, and then buy the animals you want, and then they'll start with the health that they're supposed to start at, which is 80%. So we've been slowly gaining health from a 1%.
I should have unloaded when we were out at the end of that run there.
You want to back? You want to stop? But now you're killing crop. Say I could get ahead of you, and then the overloader's empty now. The truck will take another couple loads. Hey, Enrique. How you doing? Well, I hope the guy that's working on the map hasn't lost interest, because there's obviously still interest in the map.
But if it's only him working on it, it might be taking it up. And I know Rocky Elm can do it, but as you said earlier, he took a break from his map.
Yeah, sometimes breaks are needed to feed the creativity. Genetic J helped me figure out a TMR mixer that was unloading unlimited power food, and then about a week later, a bunch of Coon TMR mixers show up in the mod hub with higher capacity. So it's like, oh look,
You must.
we could have avoided all that problem. What's that?
You must hate
Hey.
you with feed mixers that show up in the mod hub.
No. Just interesting timing. Look at that maneuver. Oh, we're banging. I was hoping to slide in either right in front or right behind you, but we slid in right together. Let's go up here. And we'll come back this way. Oh, I don't have a favorite tractor much. I like the closets back there. Going a little night harvest.
Make for good screenshots. Good as stars.
Yep, and the moon.
Yep.
Dust particles coming up off the grain and off the back.
Makes you want to try that photorealistic mod.
Have you guys looked at the texture pack?
The Forgotten Plants?
Yeah.
No. This map's got some type of texture on it. So I think it's an older looking texture because these corn plants don't look the greatest way up close.
Trying to get out of formation here and unload.
I think we'll skip night as you're unloading. The light effects of the beacons at night are pretty cool.
I would expect to see them a little better from in the cab, but nope.
And we're skipping. The next one, yep, there you go. Genetic J told you. That'll be out tomorrow. Oh, we got rain coming up. know what that means?
That means you're gonna go jumping, and I'm gonna keep finding something to do. No, I'm kidding.
Means we're gonna sell, sell, sell. Get rain, and then 4 days of clear, and then 2 days of rain. There we go. I take it you're not going to put the pony mod on the 16x German map?
No, but I might put that harvester in. That old grimy harvester.
Oh, the little beat up harvester. You going to have like 10 of them? The harvester that harvest those fields?
I'm kidding.
Well, you put
He didn't
that.
say how much that was in the shop, did he?
I don't know. No, I don't. You put that harvester with the big Australian head on it.
What, that 90 meter cheater head or whatever?
Yeah, I was watching Sealy P do a video where he was doing a harvest on old streams, and he had a medium-sized Rossel Smash harvester, and he put the big 45 meter New Holland header on it, or case header on it, and then he realized that the header was wider than his pipe, and he couldn't unload. So he had to disconnect the header every time he wanted to unload his harvester.
Don't. Whoops.
Yeah, that's where like this harvester with the giant pipe that just goes on forever. Adam, they are. But we talked about it a little bit ago. It's a one-guy shop who's basically working on the map now at this point. So, you know, progress is pretty slow. And the last update that he put on Facebook was back in the end of November, that he was working on field definitions. So we can only hope that he's still actively working on the map. We don't know for sure because he's not been updating us. It's possible that he's taken a little bit of a break because, I mean, you look at the PDA here. You look at these field shapes, and if you knew how Giants had you define fields, basically you define fields with like a 3-point system, and you can basically use multiple sets of 3 points to define a field. But like field 24 or field 1 or field 2 is going to be pretty intensive to define those using the existing system. So he may just be taking a little bit of a break, and we just hope that the map does come out. That's about all we can do. I'd say if you're on Facebook, maybe go check out the DM Modding Facebook site, which is linked in the description, and maybe give them some messages of encouragement to keep working on the map, because you're hoping that it comes out. Very American map. I would say, what is it, Autumn Oaks? That's an American map. It's not that big of fields, I don't think. That one just got updated in the mod hub to fix some frame performance issues. Some people have mistakenly said that Sunshine Valley is an American map, but it's not. It's based in Europe. The traffic goes the wrong way for it to be American. The road signs are wrong. They're kind of European road signs. But aside from that, you could argue that it was a U.S. based map. Oh, 4X American. Well, you have Clover Creek is a 4X American map. You have, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this map. We've used it. It's just you own all the fields, and you could choose not to farm them all. You've got I'm drawing a blank on what's that map that DoughBoy is doing his series with Rubber Burner?
I don't know.
I forget. Cherry Hills is a 4X map, yep. Crawford's 2X. Crawford is still a good U.S. map. Not U.S. map, but a good North American map. I wouldn't call it American. It's North American.
Are you guys looking for a 4X map?
Adam in chat says he's looking for a good 4X American or English map. I'm gonna go into that truck again. County line, that's it. I think that's 4X. It just got updated for seasons. Ian Robinson's been enjoying that map quite a bit.
You've got Northwest Texas.
Yeah, Northwest Texas.
You've got Missouri, USA.
What's the California one?
California map?
Yeah, it's got the cops. It's got a cop on the map, and I can't think of it now. It's got a big airport on it.
I don't know.
I think it's got a B-25 that flies over it all the time.
I don't
Is
know.
there a limit on how many fields you got? Is there a limit on how many fields you want? I don't think County Line or Middle Country are 4x or not. I think they're only 2x.
Oh, okay.
I went to high school with the Mark Walters.
Yeah, it might be Mark Walters. Might be the same guy.
Sounds like a pretty common name, though. Yeah, Adam, that California map that I'm trying to think of fits that bill. It had one big field, at least one big field, and a lot of smaller ones. Can't think of it, though. Had production on it.
That's your requirement.
Just because a map's got production on it doesn't mean you have to play the production.
That's right.
You've got I know people will laugh at this, but you've got PV17. Adam,
Why do people laugh at PV17?
just because of what we were talking about a couple of weeks ago when DTX wasn't here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's not working.
But yeah, you've got PV17.
Oh no.
Which is Goldcrest, but it's a 4X. And it's in English.
Wow, I'm really just tearing up your fields today, aren't I?
I don't know, are you? Guess so.
Yeah, I was looking over at your chat. Not paying attention. That's one way to get the field done, right?
Yep. Now, you got, now it's not, I don't think it's 4X, you got, Tazewell County. You got, well, if you, it's not 4X, but you've got Oakfield. It's got a big field, it's got some small fields. It's got a really cool pig farm.
At the end of the day, Adam, we could suggest all these maps to you, but at the end of the day, it will be up to you whether you would enjoy them.
Yep.
Because my taste might be different to Farmer Klein's taste, and my taste might be different to Spectre's taste.
That's
So
why
it's
you
all
got.
depending on-
That's why you got all the California Central Valley. Does that sound right?
Yeah, I'm looking now. I don't think that's the one, but
No. I might have looked at that one and not did a video on it. A lot of maps I look at and I don't do video. You almost got 2 grain bins full. Man, we got a ton of grain on this map. Alright, time to drive fast again.
How can you drive fast without flipping it? But every time I try to drive fast, I flip it.
I just had some major lag.
Your stream's buffering for me,
Yeah.
and your stream just died for me.
Yeah, the whole coming up to an intersection and everything just freezes, and next thing I know I'm flying in the air and landing in a cornfield.
Maybe it is California Central Valley. I'm looking at a lot of the images that are on Google, and a lot of them are from the 15 version, so maybe that's why I'm not recognizing it, but maybe it was the one, California Central Valley.
You gotta know when to slow down. Keep from rolling the truck. This says output low. Well, if we're still having video problems, I think that might be a good point to stop. So I get back up here to the field that Spectre's working in. The lag is gone. It's just
You mean the field I'm destroying?
yeah. This video output is just not working. There, we're back.
Yeah, the thing with California Central Valley is the cow facility is huge. It's kind of geared for you to raise cattle.
I think I looked at that. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's been several months ago, but I think I looked at it.
I mean, you don't have to do cattle, but the cattle area is huge on that. Yeah, okay.
What?
We went kaboom.
We did.
Found out who has the louder horn too, right?
I win. Oh my, look at this.
I told you I was destroying fields.
I think you destroyed a whole tank load.
I guess I'm fired.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and wrap up for the night. We're almost at 2 hours.
Don't fall in that grain bed, bud.
I'm in the overloader now.
Yeah, I see that.
Alright guys, well I want to thank you for coming out and watching. You've been active, being a great set of crowd. Plan is to be back here on Friday, and maybe we'll have some more help on Friday. It's hard to say. I know DoughBoy's been super busy at work, hauling gas.
I was gonna say, they keeping away from propane or what?
No, he's hauling propane. I know Rockhound's been working on his map. Rubber Burner's been house sitting and doing other things. So just sit here and just grind away. We got 20 more fields we gotta go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 11, 13. 25 fields out of 54 to go. So we're over halfway.
We did 4 and started the 5th today, so.
Yep. Now field 34 will take a long time. Field 18 is going to take a long time. There you go. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Happy farming.